Right?
What up, though?
What
What's
up?
going on, Sasha?
Everything,
E-
everything.
Everything. All right, cool,
Oh,
cool. So it's
shit.
been a while since we've been on and everything. How's everything been going your way?
Pretty good. No complaints.
Okay, how's business going?
Oh, business. It's good. It's good. It's busy,
Good.
but it's
It's
good.
busy.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing that business is busy. Same here. Business has been busy lately. I just closed on something last week. Yeah, I got something else closing on the 18th. Um and then of course I'm still working like I normally do. So
Oh, you
yeah.
were busy. Well,
Yeah.
congrats, by the way.
Thank you. And then I got a listing too. That's
Oh,
so it's up. So hopefully we can get that closed very soon.
we need some sound effects. I wouldn't know how to use them, but that's the one. Go ahead and just
That's
go.
the one. That's the one. Because you know what? The funny thing is, I do have a sound card with sound effects and everything. I just haven't started using it yet.
Okay.
So, you know what? That's what we're gonna work on next time.
All right.
Work
Like
on
you're
that for next
already
time.
working on a lot, but I got you.
Yeah, we'll work on that for next time and everything. So, as far as your business, what you got going on?
Oh, too much to talk about. Like,
Okay.
yeah, just
Okay.
you know, got some clients and still onboarding. Well, I don't want to say onboarding, but with being a mortgage broker, we always got lenders kind of onboarding with us, and so just being up to date on different products and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. So yeah, just
So,
busy. Busy.
so I was talking to our our former mentor, and
Yeah.
she said you guys are in the same
Yep.
company.
Mm.
Okay. Okay, yeah, she had brought you up. She said, "Yeah, we in the same company." I said, oh, "Okay, cool." Because I was talking to her the other day about just picking her brain about some different things that I had going on
Cool.
or whatever.
Yeah, I
And
reached out to her. I noticed she was on a meeting, and I was like, "Oh,
mhm.
I've seen that name in a long time." So
Do you happen to watch? Have you ever heard of this thing called Jubilee?
no, not in
No,
particular.
okay. It's like a show. I would say it's not a podcast, but it's like I catch it on YouTube, but I'm not sure where else it plays, but they'll do like one person on one side and they'll have like 20 or 25 or whatever other people that has a different thought process than them.
Okay.
And so it's all types of different subjects, but the latest one that I've seen, or I don't know how old it is, but this the one that's been kind of lately is you know who Officer Tatum is?
No, I don't.
Okay, so Officer Tatum is a black guy who was a former police officer. He still calls himself Officer Tatum, and he's a big YouTuber, and he's for all intents and purposes he's like a, I guess, like a Candace Owens. Like
Okay.
so everything is you know more Republican and MAGA shifted
Hmm.
and stuff like that. So they had him on the show, and I guess him it was him and it was 20 black people, and they were talking about racism. And I just found it interesting. It's something you might want to look into. I just found it very interesting, his take on different things. And somewhere in my head, I was just like, he has to be grifting. Like, it's no way you don't know some of this stuff even as a police officer. Like, even in being coached as a police officer, they teach certain things about the system and stuff like that he was just seemed to be very oblivious to.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Probably something you might want to look into and think about at some point or whatever. If I don't know, it was just interesting because I know sometimes you will talk about black issues and stuff. So I just wanted something that you might want to just look into. Him and DL Hughley has been in on a social media battle with each other lately.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, so that and I watch a lot of YouTube, so I catch different stuff because I don't watch a lot of actual TV, so I'll just have YouTube playing in the background. So sometimes I catch different things or whatever.
Yeah.
I was looking at this one. I can't think of her name. I wish I could think of her name, and I wish I remember because it's been a while since I watched the video. But she was talking about 22 groceries to buy if you're on a budget.
Okay.
and and so you see how I go from one extreme to the other on there. So,
Okay,
so
look, what happened?
but I was only reason I was thinking about because remember I told you had to go check on some food real quick, right? So so I was checking on my food or whatever, and so instead of buying like one thing she was talking about was like instead of buying like separate pieces of chicken or whatever, she buys whole chickens
Okay.
and then she'll cut them up and cook it that way for her family or whatever. So I had started doing that just I was just trying to I was like, let me see if this, she was talking about, I think she said something about let me see. It's like, let me see. Do I have all 22? I don't know if I have all 22, but
Oh, you made you a list though.
I did. I made the list of that she had. I
Hey,
don't
that's
know. I don't know if I had all 22 of them, but because I think a couple things she named I didn't like, but the whole chicken was one that I really picked up. Brown rice, which I eat that anyway, so that wasn't a problem. But she was saying also like it's when you getting pasta, not to get the regular pasta, to get whole wheat pasta. That it was better for you. And then she was talking about like flour, like getting flour and making your own breads or making your own like yeast or whatever to make your bread or whatever.
Have you
That
tried?
part, yeah, I haven't done that yet. That's not. I'm not a baker, so I've never been good at baking. So everything else I can do, I can't. The baking part, I'm not good at yet.
I don't know. You should give it a try.
Do you bake?
I actually, that was the first thing that I started baking before I learned how to cook.
Okay.
I used to like bake desserts and stuff like that all the time. So
Okay.
I mean, I don't see why it would be a challenge. Maybe you should try it again. Give it another try.
Well, it ain't that to be honest with you, I never really tried it. So,
Yeah.
so because
it's very simple because you just like, I feel like cooking is harder because I used to burn stuff, but that's because my mom would be like, you can't cook in the living room. Like, like it'll be like, oh, cook this on this side for 3 minutes and I'll go in the living room for a minute and come back and try. So that's why I think baking was easy to me because all you had to do was put it in the oven, come back when it was ready. So
I got you.
Because did see a couple of videos where people were making bread and it had like, I think it was either 3 or 5 ingredients. And I was like, that's very interesting because when you look on the back of bread, because when I was vegan and I would see if certain bread had milk in it, because you don't really think about that, right? But it's like, why do you have so many ingredients? I mean, of course, because it needs the shelf life, but if that's necessary and you can just make it fresh.
You can make it fresh, yeah.
And I don't have one of those if I even wanted to.
I know, like when you go to Aldi's or I don't know how you say it. Is it Lido or Little or whatever? How you say it? Lidl. That's what you call it. I always call it Lido. But I don't know what it is. But when you go to one of the, Lido has, I don't know, Aldi's do they? But I know Lido has like a fresh bakery in there, so they have fresh bread.
I went there yesterday. I'm sorry. They got this croissant donut. I know you're talking about healthy stuff, but that croissant donut, every time I walk in there, I have to get one. And I'm a germaphobe. So it's like, I would love to get there early in the morning. The first time I ever had one, it was like super early, like 8 a.m.
Okay.
Like a oil change. And the one near me is like out like Concord Mills. And so I go out my oil changes. But I'm like, I'm in there and I'm like, I know it's been out all day. People have been picking over it, but it's like, I cannot help myself.
Can't help yourself. I mean, I like Lido. Lido's a good store to go to because, like I said, they do have the bread and it's cheaper prices and stuff. So, but
I said random, but them little aisles in the middle, they be having stuff like they don't have food. I'd be fine. I said that is the worst thing. I find so much stuff there. I got some planters. I got.
You'll go in there and spend money that you wasn't planning on spending in there. Yeah,
Lidl is almost like the new Walmart.
it's or Target. For me is like because I never was really a Target shopper, and one of the reasons why I wasn't a Target shopper because I felt like every time somebody went in there, they would go in there with a process of what they were gonna buy and come out with so much more stuff, and I'd be like, it's something about Target that make you go in there and shop.
So hold on, you still shopping at Target?
No, I said I don't. I said I never was. I never really was a Target shopper. I never really. I don't know. I just never was that fond of Target, and I think it was because, like I said, I would see people go in there and spend way more money than they would. I always felt like it was something about Target that made you just start spending money.
And you know what? That's one thing I've never understood because I do love a budget. And Target, I'm like, why would like this is mad expensive? I'll go get that from Walmart. So as much as I hate Walmart, I
Mm-hmm.
like their prices better
Yeah.
than Target. So now the way I get around that is I usually just order online because
Okay.
I hate when I go there. Like I actually just went to do something for somebody, pick up something, and I was like, oh, I need this gel that I've been seeing on social media. They ain't even have it. So it's like
Who
I
at Target?
no,
Oh, at Walmart. Oh, okay.
I say that because what's funny is I actually have a Target card, but I
Okay.
hate them. Well, I shouldn't say it like that because that's not a real harsh. But like, I really dislike Target because I have had that card. I forgot how long it's told me I've had it. I've
Mm-hmm.
had it for years. Like I want to say 2004. Like I was in college. So yeah, 2004.
Okay.
I had like a $300 limit for the longest. And then now I think they just raised it to like 450. So out of like 20 years, and I'm like, that is the lowest card that I've ever had. And in my mind, it's like, I hate to say it, it's like it's racist because everybody else gives me thousands. How have you
Mm-hmm.
been like, I mean, JC Penney's was probably the very first card I ever had. Cause you know, when you're trying to build credit, it's easier
Yeah.
to store card.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, everybody wants me to spend money with them. And so I would close it, but of course, we know that closing credit cards affects the age of your credit, which is like 15% of your score. But
Yeah.
I absolutely hate it because I'm like, y'all know, with an 800 plus credit score, why am I still at 450? And that took
I
you
don't
back,
know. Maybe because you haven't called and asked them to raise it.
and I won't. Actually, no, I did one time because let me tell you this. So this was way back in the day when I wanted the Xbox Connect when it came out. See, the one
Okay.
thing about the card is you get 5% off of your purchase. So I had wanted to buy myself the Xbox, and it was like you can't. It's only for what you put on the card. So I mean, that was a long time ago. That's probably like 2011.
Yeah, I know you went way back with that
I know.
Xbox Connect. You know what? I had that Xbox Connect. I think I used that thing all of 2 or 3 times.
Man, Dance Central, Michael Jackson Experience.
Okay, yeah, I
Those
didn't get
are
into
my
it.
games. Okay, like.
Yeah, I didn't get into it at all. It didn't do nothing for me.
You know what's crazy? I just sold it like within the past 2 years. I sold it for like
Okay.
$80. Now that was crazy that like somebody even because that is like old, old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I sold it with all the games and stuff for like $100. And then
Okay.
I saw somebody on TikTok that was doing the like the battles, the dancing
Okay.
stuff. And I was like, dang, I wish I ain't sell it. But at the time, I'm like, you don't play it, you don't have time to be playing games. And now that I got rid
So,
of it, I kind of miss it.
so I know you don't do a lot of social media. So what you use? You sound like you use TikTok a lot more than anything.
Okay, so what's funny is I'm just like everybody else, man. I use a lot of social media. Like
Oh, okay. Only
I'm
reason I say that because you don't. Maybe your algorithm is a lot different than mine. But sometimes I'll bring up something. You'll be like, "Yeah, I ain't seen that," and I'll be like,
no, my algorithm is yeah, it's a lot different than I think anybody's. I think I have like the most random algorithm.
"Okay,
Like, right? Like I don't know. It's very interesting how these algorithms work and how they just know you're gonna like certain stuff. But
mm-hmm.
like these are some of my weird things that I watch, right? It's something about the guy that be helping people on the side of the road. I think it's called like the roadside tech. And like he just be randomly I know, right? So look, that's what I said. The stuff that I watch probably don't ever
Yeah, I never seen them."
right. It's just something, even the one is this guy SB mowing. He like mows the lawns of like these houses that people have like, they just look horrible. And
I
it's something
seen him.
yeah, it's something
I've
about
seen
hearing
him
the lawnmower. It's just I'll be sitting there like, why are you watching this? And it's just something soothing about this.
because didn't recently he got a fine from somebody for mowing somebody's yard.
I don't know, I haven't seen him in a while.
Okay.
Because like I said, the roadside tech where it'll be somebody like broke down on the highway and just the way he goes up and he helps them for free and he can change it in like 5 minutes. It's like, wow, this is really cool. Like, and then most recently is this lady, I can't remember, it's like Rainbow Swim School, and she be teaching the little kids how to swim. It's like all of these, it's like I like and this new girl that just came up. Like you see the type of stuff that I like, and I don't know why I keep finding new stuff. Nyla the nanny, and just seeing her with the kids. She's like such a good nanny, and it's like I don't know why I be watching this stuff. It's like you don't have kids, you're not about to get out here and change no tires.
Nyla the nanny. Wow.
Yes, I mean,
Okay.
young girl. Actually, she just had her 30th birthday, but just to see like the kids. So one of the children that she nannies, because she nannies multiple children. He is like the sweetest little baby. He's always giggling, and just to see that, like, he's so happy to see her. And I just
Mm-hmm.
think it's beautiful because, like, when you have, of course, I don't have children, but when you have children and you have to work or whatever your responsibilities are, you got to have somebody watching them, whether it's the school, whether it's daycare. So to have like somebody that really loves your child, like you can tell that she really loves these children and that they love
That's
her.
good.
Sweet.
There's this lady, I can't think of her name right now, but she sings on YouTube, sings to kids on YouTube or whatever.
Okay.
And she's a white lady, and she's also a very like she used her platform to do like child advocacy and stuff, like children advocacy. And so recently, after the Nolan
When,
after his stuff, after that happened, she had got on there and said something about it, and and basically said, something to the extent that if these kids, if Nolan was white, this would be a lot different. And it was funny because a lot of the white people that used to watch her now is like, hey, just stick to singing the songs, don't do this. But it's like she always been political. She's always been quote unquote political or whatever, but and talking about children, and now she's advocating for it. For the most part, he's a child still, and
right.
so he was a child still, and so she's still doing the same thing that she normally do, advocate, but now it's a problem because it's a black child. I just found that interesting. I can't think of her name right
You
now. I'm
talking
gonna
about
look
Miss
her up.
Rachel? Because I think I saw that.
There it is, Miss
Yeah, I
Rachel.
saw a
That's it.
post about
That's
that.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. Miss Rachel. I had never seen her before until that came across. I didn't even know who she was.
Yeah, I know because my cousin has a baby, and apparently, like, she's really good, and like kids are just, drawn to her. I think it's like the tone in which she speaks. I've never seen her, but what's funny is Drewski did a skit,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I don't know anyway.
He did a skit on what? What did he do?
But look, because he do skits, but it's not.
Yeah, I know.
He don't put names in it, but like what I like, yeah, you got to see. It was talking about like how the cast on these children's TV shows or whatever really be. It's hilarious.
Oh, okay. So he was saying after, like, behind the scenes, how they really act.
Right, like it showed where like it reminded me of something like we probably used to watch as kids, like Reading Rainbow and all of that type of stuff. And then it's like as soon as the cameras cut, like you got to see it yourself. I can't even really describe it. It is hilarious. I think he is.
Yeah, you know what I do like, what I like about Drewski. I was watching something and they were talking about Ha Davis, right? And him and Ha Davis kind of started off. Ha Davis been around a little bit longer than Drewski.
Okay, I remember him briefly. I can't.
Yeah, but they were talking about how he hasn't blown up like Drewski has, because Drewski seemingly has taken his money and put it back into the production and everything. So whereas he started off with his phone, now he putting on full productions.
Exactly.
And Haha's still out here doing phone stuff. So
exactly. I think he said that he did that. I mean, like he talked about like I guess like the first check he got, like he just put it back in, and I'm like, the crazy part is it takes money to make money. And
yeah, which is business 101. You got to put your money back into the business. You got to, you got bills and stuff to pay, and that's important. Pay your bills, but you got to put some of that money back into the business some kind of way, and whether it's advertising something, you know what I'm saying. So,
that man is funny. And there's this other guy, I can't think of his name, but he's like out of Houston. Mm-hmm. But so like I'm saying, these are things that come up on my feed. Like I think I just like to laugh, and unfortunately, I'm not gonna say cry, but like, oh, like that's the type of stuff that I'll be watching. But this guy, he's hilarious. He'll he showed himself coming from coming out the dealership to go to like this Porsche car or whatever, and it's like he's always being interviewed. And the guy walks up to him, he was like, "Okay, so how you feel about your new purchase?" He was like, "Instantly regret it." Like, but it's funny because it's like he's saying things that like people probably really think while they're out here doing something else in a different way. Yeah, I think, honestly, Drewski is bigger, but I really feel like he's the next quote unquote Drewski. Of course, he has his own lane, but
I got you.
Hilarious to me.
I got you.
Like, You know, like somebody, they asked him something the other day. He was like, oh, like he pops out this car and he's like sweating, like I guess he ain't got no AC or something. And they asked him like, something other how you feel. He was like, I know this ain't the sun that I grew up on. Like talking about like the sun because it's still hot. It's like temperature on hell. It's just the way he be saying stuff. He is. I'm gonna have to send you something. So
yeah, send me something. Send me the guy. I wish you knew his name now. I would look him up.
I know. I'm either laughing or crying on social media, and it's funny because right now I couldn't even tell you his name. I don't even follow him. That's bad. I don't follow a lot of people. Even these other people that I'm telling you that I watch, I don't follow. I typically only follow people back.
I got you.
It's like the most I'll do. So I see why you think that I'm not on social media because I also don't I don't post as much as I would like to or need to.
Well, you know, that's what we've been talking about for the longest.
You know it. Call me out.
Yeah. That's what we've been talking about for the longest. I mean, besides this show, well, I do post a little bit more because I post things for the real estate business and different things like that. But for the most part, besides the show, I really don't post a lot. I'm still working on my my cartoon venture, and so that's been, I had to kind of pull back. I put out the I don't know if you saw it, but I put out the little coming soon and the little the music, the beginning, the intro music and everything. I put all that up because in my mind I was about to drop like in the next couple weeks. And it has been a process. It truly has been a process, Jack. So I don't envy Drewski them or anything at all.
Busy
for what you, because it's been a process just trying to put the stuff together and make it work and make it not perfect because nothing's gonna be perfect, but make it where I would want to watch it.
That makes sense. Like, you know, it's your product, you know, you put it out there, you want it to represent what you had.
That's probably why I don't have a lot of music, as much music as I probably would have probably done. I've written hundreds of songs, but if it's not, if it's not something, when I'm listening to it, I'm like, would I listen to this? And if it's something that I'm like, no, I wouldn't listen to this. This sounds corny, or this is just not what I wouldn't listen to this. So if it's something that I wouldn't listen to, I just don't do it. And then I can't lie, I got some music out there that I now that I put it out, I'm like, yeah, I could have left this song off.
No, it's funny you say that because you reminded me I need to go back to that the music that you just dropped. Is it called Timeless? Is that what it is?
Time and Intent.
Time and Intent. Okay. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah. I also just sent you the dude. His name is Jeff Shelley.
Okay. That was.
You know what I'm talking about?
That was just what was.
You heard
my phone.
It.
Yeah. I felt my phone vibrate. I'm like, oh, okay.
Look, like I said, I couldn't remember his name, but I remember I sent it to my cousin, and that mess was funny. That dude, he got a couple of videos that, like, matter of fact, if I watch him late at night.
Did you send it, or did you just send me a message?
I sent it through a message. Hold up. Oh, did I?
Go look at the message you just sent me.
Hold up.
Go look at I'm like, go look at the message you just sent me.
You're right. Sorry, that was his reply. Okay. So on that note, you probably like, man, now I'm about to reply to him. So yeah, I see why you think I don't be on social media, because I halfway know how it works.
I'm like, did you send me a message, or did you send me the video, or did you send me a message?
Yes, sorry.
No, you good. You good. So what else? I mean, as far as business and everything, I know you said there's a lot going on. I know you don't sound like you want to talk about it. What's been going on with recording and stuff like that, and doing that? It's just been content. Yeah.
Oh, look, it's so funny you say that, because like, now that you done brought it up, and even though we on this, I'm gonna just ask for your advice real quick. So I did a video a while ago about the top 5 things keeping people from even applying for a mortgage in 2026. Now I needed to do a YouTube video. So I did the YouTube video, and then I'm like, well, people don't really know about this, so you have to post on your Instagram. So I did a clip of number 5, and then life hit, and I never did 1 through 4. So I'm like, At this point, because matter of fact, that was June, because that was home ownership month. Um,
Okay.
we are in August, so I'm like, do I need to go? At this point, I feel like just forget it, just do something different now. Because if they
What
want,
are you using to record with? Your phone?
Mhm. Oh, and
Um,
that's another thing. So I don't think I had space on my phone. So this is what happens when you like really trying to get your processes in order. But yeah, so I actually ended up filming it on my iPad, and I put
okay.
it out there just to get it out there, but it just felt like it was so zoomed in. So I think that was another thing. It was like you got to go through your phone and like back stuff up, and yeah, that's a whole nother
Okay.
mess.
Yeah.
Because like I don't even know. Like I'm trying to delete stuff. I
You
don't
don't
even.
back stuff up on Google or OneDrive?
So that's kind of what I want to do, right? Maybe that's
Okay.
what I need to do. I use Apple
Okay.
iCloud.
Apple. Oh, that you got an Apple phone. You got an iPhone.
Oh yes,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah, and so
So
I
yeah,
keep
Apple has I want to say for 19.99 a month.
talking-
Because do you have Apple Music and all that stuff too?
I hate Apple Music.
Okay, so you got what you use, Spotify?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I done came
So
back, and I hate I even left. I would never leave them again. They done got so much better. Because see, what happened was when I got my iPad, they gave
mhm,
me a free trial, and
yeah.
Spotify had went up on their price again. I'm like, I keep going up, like I keep rocking with them. And I had a job where I actually needed it at one point,
Mhm.
but now it's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go to Apple Music, and I absolutely did not like it. And then when I
Yeah.
came back, they got videos now on Spotify, and
Yeah.
somebody just recommended for like our brokerage, they're doing like a book club. And
Mhm.
so y'all be doing a lot. And they recommended Atomic Habits. And I realized I got audiobooks
Yeah,
too.
you got audiobooks on there too.
Like,
Yep.
I won't use
Mhm.
it incorrectly. I just like that it recommended music. Like I discovered a lot of music just based on
Yeah.
playing one song,
Yeah.
you know. The one thing I did like about Apple is like the way the music kind of blend. I think it was like a DJ mode where like when one song would go off, it would blend into the next one. But then I realized it was taking kind of seconds, or it would like not start at the beginning of the song.
Mhm.
To find out Spotify doing that too. So I'm like,
Spotify been doing that for a while. You just have to change the settings to make it happen. And then Spotify got an AI DJ.
mm.
They got
You
an
know,
AI DJ, and so, huh?
I think that's yeah, because I was playing like my playlist. I'm like, this ain't on my playlist. So I did have to like when I want to hear my playlists are high. So I'm like, no, I don't do nothing extra. When it's
No,
done,
I got,
you
but
can
what's better? What's Spotify? That AI DJ will go through the music that you've been playing, and it'll play it, but then it'll play music that's kind of, and then it kind of relates to that music. But then after that, it'll play music that they think that you might want to hear, and you can always hit the button and say, hey, I don't like this. Start playing this or whatever, and it'll play. It'll go along, but it's like a DJ. It'll come back in. It's like a radio DJ. It'll come back in and say, "Hey, you've been listening to blah blah blah, so we're gonna go to this." And
okay.
yeah,
No,
it's
I
just like
haven't
a,
heard that one yet. I'm
it'll tell
around
you
with
the name. Just like back in school, old school radio when they'll start a song and they'll tell you the song, and then they'll play like 3 or 4 songs in a row, and then at the end of that song, they'll be like, "Oh, you just listen to so and so and so and so," and in between there was so and so and this and this. And then they'll be like, okay, now we're gonna go to this, and they'll start playing some more music or
yeah.
whatever.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
And
so
I
it's
feel
pretty
like
cool.
I think that's cool. I'm gonna have to explore the features more often. Yeah, because I'm like when I play my playlist, don't do nothing else. Now, if I just be like the other day, I wanted. I'm gonna tell you, I was sitting on my balcony and a thought popped into my head.
Mm-hmm.
My friend joke about like I kind of think in song, or sometimes we speak in song, and so a lot
Okay.
of I'm like, I want to hear that song. So I played "I Love Your Girl" by The Dream, and so like when I do that, when I just want to hear a song, yeah, go ahead and recommend some other stuff. But if I play my playlist, don't you
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, and you got your playlist here, and then you can do the you can put your playlist on, and then you can put it on I don't know what that is, shuffle.
uh-huh.
But then they got like a AI shuffle type of thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I think they call it mix, yeah, because like
Mix,
that's
yeah.
what I
And
was saying.
so it'll play songs that's related to what's in your mix or whatever.
It
It always worked for me. I always end up hearing songs. I'm like, okay, yeah. I should have added this to it a long time ago.
Yeah, I will say that like a lot of songs that I have, they're like my playlist was almost built because of Spotify. Because when it
Okay.
got to the end, it would like play songs that I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that's my song,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
or I would discover a new song. And yeah, like I've always been a Spotify fan. They need an affiliate link, but at this point, who ain't on Spotify? Like,
Nah, just everybody on Spotify now. You got to find you another affiliate for that
right?
affiliate link. You got to
Look,
find you another
affiliate link for what? Because I ain't like I'm gonna post about it, right? Like,
one.
so let me tell you, now this is kind of weird that I'm gonna
Mhm.
say this, but hey, whatever, right? So there's this drink that I get. It's called Grind with Gratitude, and it's a THC infused drink. And
Okay.
I have turned so many people onto it that I was like, you should try to get like an ambassador or affiliate link or something
What
like
is it
that.
called again?
It's called Grind with Gratitude.
Grind with Gratitude. Okay.
So look, I feel like I should just get up because I'm gonna tell you what happened. I was like, yo, I done got people on this. I done gave it to people as gifts, like just going over their house and stuff.
Okay.
And I like ended up with kind of a collection. It's like 6 bottles on my counter. And I'm like, how did this even happen? Because I think that is so tacky when people like keep liquor bottles and stuff. And that's pretty
Mhm.
much what this is. But it's like, are you gonna throw them in the trash? I want to throw them in the trash because first of all, they started going up. Like when I started getting it, I get it from Total Wine and
Okay.
it's like $30, but now it's 40. And when you go on their website, it's like 80. I was like, yeah, I don't think you're gonna be doing this. So but it's funny, like even then, it's like I didn't even get the affiliate link, right?
So it's just a liquor. It's not a. It's
It's a they call it a spirit, a
a spirit.
THC
Okay.
spirit, because they
Okay.
have like a lot of those drinks are seltzers where they just kind of taste like water.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I know you couldn't do that because of like your job or whatever, but it literally has THC in it. So like,
Ah. Okay.
yeah, in the
Well, I don't drink liquor anyway, but
it's not liquor.
it's not liquor. Okay.
No, it's not liquor. It's liquid THC pretty much.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So what's funny is because I had stopped, I ain't gonna say stopped. I had decided that I wasn't gonna drink like just I'll be doing random stuff. I don't know why. Like sometimes I just be like, yeah, I'm not doing this no more. And so I just was like, well, matter of fact, it's because I was trying to be in a budget. I realized I was spending too much money. So last year in September, I said,
What? You were spending too much money? What? No, I'm just messing with you.
right, because ain't no such thing. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I realized I was, right? So I was like, yeah, I'm not drinking in September. It's like, yeah, I'm not doing nothing in October. And then I was like, let me see how long I can go. I was like, I'm gonna drink on my birthday. I had like a drink. But so like I actually like that because it's like I can still relax
Hmm.
without drinking alcohol. Because we know alcohol doesn't really have, well, they say wine sometimes, but it doesn't really have any benefits to your body. So, and THC does, depending on, certain situations or whatever.
Okay. I didn't know it. What benefits does it have? I mean, I'm asking. I don't know.
I
I'm
mean,
not.
it has a lot, but like, I mean, I'm not going to talk specifically to me because like, I don't really have any particular issue that I need a benefit, except for the fact that I do like that I can relax. So for somebody
Okay.
like me that's like juggling a lot, and when like, hey, I gotta cook, I gotta clean, I gotta do laundry, I gotta work, I gotta pay bills. It's like a lot of times my day is just going, 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 going. And sometimes
Hmm.
I'll be up doing like put it like this. I can go to sleep at 7, wake up at 12, like just fall asleep. Like I'm like, oh, I'm tired. Let me just lay on the couch real quick. Next thing you know, I'm knocked out at 7, wake up at midnight. I'll stay up till like 4 a.m. and work.
Hmm.
Like so for me, like, you know what, just like relax, go to bed. I'll just pour like so in one like the size of a shot glass is 10 milligrams.
Okay.
THC. So I'll pour that into like some other drink, like sweet tea or something, and just like a little 8-ounce glass, and just sip on that and just relax. So
Okay.
for people that probably struggle relaxing, like you might be a little bit hyper, or like cancer patients, if you
Hmm.
they have like a loss of appetite because of like the radiation, the chemo, and all that type of stuff. So it can help people like have appetites. Like autistic, children and stuff like that. Like I
Yeah.
know it sounds crazy, but like gummies and stuff. So it's a lot because you probably don't know because I probably never mentioned this. I have a cannabis accounting business where
Okay.
I do the accounting for legal cannabis
For
companies.
legal cabinets company. Okay. No, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
tell me that. But I mean, I somewhere in my head, you probably got an accounting business for most businesses out here. You probably could account for anybody.
Absolutely, but it's kind of like with real estate, where like the saying that they say, the
The
richest of
niche.
niches. Yes,
Yeah.
right. So, for instance, with me, because I come from corporate, I never wanted to like advertise my accounting services for individuals because I felt like, let's just say if I had a restaurant owner, a retail owner, a landscaping company, it's like, how can you really make sure that you're maximizing all the deductions across all those industries, right? Like there might be some things that are specific to certain industries that, like if you're doing too much. So for me, it's like, especially when I left accounting, I really didn't want to do accounting at all. But you have to keep up with your continuing education credits, kind of like how you
Yes.
real estate and all of that. And I ended up coming across this program called Dope CFO, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. Like I would do this, because it is uh industry that I care a lot about. So
Okay.
yep. So right now, as it stands, if I was to do somebody's accounting, you're either going to be in a cannabis business or a realtor, and that's only because I'm a realtor. So that's
I got you.
nothing like I'm, that I have to go out. Like, of course, I know what's good for realtors.
I got you.
So
I
other
got you.
than that, I'm actually looking for a CPA I can partner with. I have a couple that I have in mind, because yeah, I don't want to do it because I think we kind of talked about this before.
Yeah, we did. We talked about it before that you don't want to deal with these businesses because they don't come to the table what they supposed to come to the table with.
Not even they don't really care. They don't care. And it's funny because
Hey, real quick, I wanted to go back to something though. You said
okay.
something before I forget. You said something about the waking up, going to bed at 7 and waking up at 12. Is like, do you think that the midnight hour is your prime time? Do you know what I mean by that?
I do, but I don't know if I feel like that. Like I don't know. I just
Okay.
I know like right now, just to be real with you, a lot of times when I feel overwhelmed, it's like, look, whenever you can do it, just do it.
I
You know,
got you.
like, and so it's like, hey, and maybe it is a prime time because nobody's emailing me, nobody's gonna call me. Like even if I'm like, say if I'm working and I'm like, oh dang, I ain't talked to like my grandmother, I might want to call her right then. It's like I have to tell myself like, no, you need these are business hours. Call her at 5. But then if I'm doing something at 5, I forget. So between midnight and 4 a.m., I'm not thinking about calling nobody, right? Because that's
Yeah.
like it's crazy.
And
So it's like,
I just asked that because I know it's crazy because like for me, my best times to work are like morning 8 to 12 or 9 to 12 or something like that, and then maybe a little bit after 12. But like from the rest of that time is not good for me all the way up until like if I'm up anytime after midnight, I feel like I can take over the world.
no, I wouldn't say that for me though. But
Really? Okay.
you.
And that's the thing, and it's hard for me to do it because I'm working, and my schedule keeps me from those prime. But I remember even back in the day, going to the studio or being in the studio, I would stay up to 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning just working on music or working on other things and stuff like that. And even now, if I have one of those days, like before I know it, it could be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd be like, dang, I got to go to work in the morning. So I have to make myself get into bed sometimes because once it get past 12, I can just thoughts come to my head. I can think. I'm clear.
Yeah.
It's like it feel like okay, I can do it. I can do everything. So if I'm not sleep by um if I'm not sleep by 11, 12 o'clock or in the bed, I'll be up.
Yeah. Honestly, my goal is to get in the bed by 10. It don't
Okay.
happen a lot. Like I know it's not gonna happen tonight, but
Well, I'm about to get you off of here, so
oh,
you ain't
that
got
ain't
to.
even gonna happen because I got like it's somebody's birthday. I already promised that I would like go out. I don't go anywhere. Like that's the funny
Yeah.
part. Like I don't go out. You
Well,
know?
that's good. I
Yeah.
went out a couple weeks ago. It been about 2 Fridays ago. I on a went out and hung out, and I don't think I got back in at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. And it might have been about 3 weeks ago now, I think. But I don't think I got it back in until about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and then had to go to the station the next day.
Dang.
So yeah, it was yeah, I was pretty tired. But I had a good time. It was real
That's all
fun.
that
Because I
matters.
don't it's just like that. I don't go out that much. Um, and I enjoy when I do go out. I enjoy going out and having fun. But I just don't get a chance to go out that much. So it was a good time. I enjoyed it. Can't wait to do it again, but it'll probably be a while.
You know what's interesting for me? Like, I don't really enjoy it here in Charlotte as much as I
Really?
like down Charlotte, but I think it's because I don't know enough people here. And what
Okay.
I feel like is I need a group of like 8 of us so we can go in on a section or something because going out, standing around, like a lot of these places here, there's nowhere to sit unless you pay to sit. And it's like by the
Uh
time you
well
pay to get
that's
in,
almost the same way in everywhere now.
oh well, I'm like I'm too grown for that. Like I'm sorry, like I don't want to say old, but I'm just gonna say I'm too grown for that, right? Because I'm like by the time I pay for parking to get in to have a drink, because I'm kind of bored in there anyway, so I will have a drink just to kind of make time go. I'm like I don't even know half of this music. I feel like I've been it's just too much. And it was funny because somebody sent me a flyer and I'm like, dang, I don't ever go nowhere, but I don't really want to go to this. And I was thinking about all the reasons I just told you. And then it said 21. I was like, oh, definitely not. Like, because when you think about it, it's like, it hit me. And I said, no, these people are like half your age. This is why you're not like,
Yeah.
you are really that person. Like, when you were in college and you'd be like, why the 40-year-olds in the club? Like, you're that person now. Like,
Yes. Yes, and that is how you feel. So you'd be like, why, you know? But like I said, I had a good time. It was a very mixed crowd. It was older, it was younger. It was 90s music, so it was a very mixed crowd. It gave me, you know, it was cool. It wasn't nothing where, and everybody was just having fun. That was a good thing. Like you didn't feel like people was in there doing stupid shit. So you know, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I go out again. I just it's, you know, when you're working and you're taking care of stuff and trying to get stuff together, sometimes, you know. But I am in the process. I got to pay for the kids to go to school, but I'm in the process of trying to put together a trip for my 50th birthday.
okay. Is that
So
this year? Like, what, 27?
27.
Okay.
27.
I know
January
your birthday
11th.
11th. You know, we act
Huh?
like I know your birthday.
Huh?
You January 11th, right?
Yeah, because you're November 11th.
Exactly. That's
That's
how
right.
I forget. Like,
Yeah.
those are
Yeah. So,
my
huh?
I see those angel numbers like 111, 11, 11, and 2.
Yeah. Yep. My customer, my client who happens to be a good friend of mine, his birthday is actually 11/11 as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, he
Crazy. My dad is a Scorpio.
okay.
I just met somebody a couple of weeks ago. Well, they were actually twins that were Scorpios.
Mhm.
This when I realized I'm like, I've never met any men Scorpio. So that's really interesting. Like, it's rare. I know a random like statement,
Oh,
but
okay. I
um,
mean, I'm quite sure it's a bunch of them out there. You just ain't.
true.
You just got to venture out a little bit more.
Facts.
Well, look, it was good. I know you got stuff going on, so I'm gonna let you go. I appreciate you joining us again today. I know we didn't have necessarily, but like I always say, wealthy thoughts is more than just business and money and
True.
stuff like that. It's about life
And you did drop some hints because you was talking about the 22 foods. So let me ask you
yeah.
this. When they said about the 22 foods, are because it seems like they're also healthy and budget friendly.
Yeah,
Because
so her 22 foods was eggs, whole chicken, beans, brown rice, whole wheat pasta, flour. I know a lot of people frown on milk, but she talked about milk. She also talked about cheese blocks. So she said instead of buying sliced cheese, buy the cheese blocks. Peanut butter. Try to get all natural peanut butter. She said fresh garlic, onions, salt, vegetables. Her vegetables is fresh or frozen, no can. Cabbage, a head of cabbage, canned tomatoes, bananas. Make sure you get the fruit that's in season for that time. So she was saying, make sure you know what fruit is in season at the time when you go on to buy the fruit, so that you don't have the GMO fruit or whatever. Olive oil, vinegar, oats. Getting some oats and potatoes or sweet potatoes and butter. And
okay.
and so that was her 22 items. I think that's 22. I may have missed a couple because I think it may have been maybe one or two that I just was like, yeah, I'm not doing that anyway.
Yeah.
So but all that stuff, like I bought it and because I live by myself for the most part, it lasts for a while. Like I have to make sure that I don't overbuy, because I'll go and buy stuff and be like, and then never get used. So
Same.
um but I mean, I did it, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm just eating better, and everything has been good for me. I know, like I said, some of that stuff people gonna frown on. I also, because it was only whole chicken, was the only meat she had in there. But again, it was not only was it supposed to be healthy, it was also supposed to be like a budget friendly thing.
Yeah.
Um, but I added some red meat to it, some lamb chops, steak. Um,
Yeah.
and so I added that to it, and
Okay.
I also added some seafood to it, some shrimp and stuff like that. So that was just for me, so I can have a variety of things. But to me, I always say this: if you cook at home and don't go out to eat a lot of times, that's gonna be better for you, depending on where you're eating at.
Yeah.
Um, and then of course it's gonna save you some money if you shop right. A lot of people don't shop right, and you can't be shopping just for a meal. You got to kind of shop so that you can put piece, because like brown rice and beans, that's a meal right there if you do it right. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's a meal, and you can, if you go get you some turkey or something to put into the beans, that now you got turkey, beans, and rice, and that's a meal, and that meal will last you probably all week if you do it right.
Yeah, that's true. So does she actually like give recipes or tutorials based on that
She didn't really give any recipes, and I'm gonna be honest with you, that was the only video of hers I watched.
diet? Okay.
I couldn't even, if I would have to go through my history, and I would say this probably months ago when I saw it. So I would have to go through my history and find her and actually go to her page and see what else she did. I just happened to, again, your algorithm just shows stuff. I just
Yeah.
happened to run across it. Like I said, I look up, I watch stuff on YouTube. I watch a lot of different stuff. There's this one channel I've been watching lately it's like a money channel. They talk about different things with money or whatever.
Okay.
And so I'll have to bring some stuff from that and talk about that, because I found some of the stuff they're talking about interesting.
Do you watch
Um,
Earn Your Leisure?
do I watch who?
Earn Your Leisure.
I used to watch Earn Your Leisure. Earn Your Leisure kind of started for me. To be honest, it's funny because Earn Your Leisure, they having what they have their what is they called, their
Are they behind Invest Fest?
Invest Fest. Yeah, so Invest Fest was this weekend, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't even know it. Like
Yeah.
it's
So
umbrella.
it's funny because my godmother, her nephew was one of the panelists for Invest Fest this year.
Cool.
Um and I, like I said, I haven't been a Earn Your Leisure fan for a while. Not that I think some of the stuff they say is great still, but they, for a minute, they would have these people on there that I was just like, dude, this stuff is illegal that you're talking about. Like I get what you're talking, I get, but this stuff is illegal. You can't go and get a loan and tell them you're getting a loan for something else and you use it for something else, and then no, man, you about to get people put in jail. So I once they start having those people on there like that, and anytime I hear somebody's talking about some, we got to make the play. When you start talking about to make the play, I'd be like, yep, I'm about to make the stop. I'm about to pause this and move on to the next thing, because I can't, I get it. I had my days when I made the plays. I get it. I get everybody got their thing, but it's not, I ain't trying to do that. I got too much to live for to be, you got too much to lose to be making a play.
I remember like I dated somebody that would like send me videos and it would just be like, I would, I think because of my background, I'm like, this ain't the whole picture. And like you said, it could have just been the guest that they had on, because I only like whatever they sent me. I hate when people send me stuff, because a lot of times, I hope you like what I sent you, because a lot of times it'd be like, why would you even think I was interested in this or whatever, right? Or it is some type of, not saying this about them, but it is some type of scam, and they'd be like, what do you think? And it's like, matter of fact, my friend sent me a video about squatting. Wait,
about who?
Like squatting. You know how people like squat in a house and like take it over?
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Why would you send me that of all people? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and like I said, there is a I mean, there are laws that people, yeah, I know it's true that I've heard of it happening, and I've watched people say
Yeah.
that they've done it. Right? I ain't seen nobody do it personally, but just people say they've done it, squat in the house for years, and then they end up taking it over or whatever.
Mhm.
I get it, I guess, but I guess my thing
You
is
won't want
yeah,
nobody doing that to you, and it ain't
yeah,
that.
I don't have time for that. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly. Don't send me nothing like that.
yeah,
Like,
that just I'm not about to do nothing like that. I mean, so there, it is what it is. I remember when I got myself into a thing. I was trying to get a house and sign some paperwork and thought I was getting a house, and come to find out the dude is signing people's name on this, signing houses over and doing some little shady stuff. And so it's the same thought process. Oh, you're gonna get in the house and it's gonna be in your name and blah blah blah, and then they ain't gonna be able to come get it. But these family know what's going on and stuff like that. And then I end up having to pay money out of pocket to get stuff together with that and everything, because I thought that what was going on was real. And so that was my first piece of real estate journey. I think I was probably about 29, 30, maybe about 32 or whatever. So that was my first piece of real estate journey of like, oh yeah, this is don't do that again. So you know, just have to you got to weed out what it is. And so Earn Your Leisure, just for me, in for about a year or two, they just seemed to always had somebody on there that was making a play. And
yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm just making a play shit. Y'all can have
As
it.
soon as I hear that phrase, I'm not even listening because it's
Yeah.
like, what are we talking about here? But the only reason I asked is because I never really paid attention to them. But somebody sent me a video and like it was about credit, and I was like, oh, let me see if they have a better video. And I watched this girl, I can't remember her name, but it was so good. It was like 2 years old though. But like I love the way that she explained it. That's kind of why I asked
Okay.
you, because I'm like, I was wondering like if matter of fact, I guess it wouldn't hurt to just cut on YouTube and watch a recent video, see what they got going on.
Well,
Um,
like I said, I think their goal always was just to teach the black community about money and about the system. I also think in that sometimes we start getting people because they got a following on YouTube, and okay, I'm growing my following, and these people got a following, so let them get on the show, and you get them on the show, and then you come to find out, nah, these dudes is they doing that's shady business right there. And and my problem with them was that once if they ever figured out, or if they ever thought that the people were shady, because they stopped having these people on their show. And once they stop, and it's crazy because once they stop having these people on their show, you start seeing a decline in their following. Or I wouldn't say a decline in their following, because their following is still up there, but a decline in their views.
Gotcha.
People wasn't viewing them as much. So you got 1 million followers, but your video only getting viewed 1,000 or so many times. Then something is not connecting anymore. And
Yeah.
so I think they lost that because because everybody want a quick scheme, and instead of knowing it's going to take a minute. It takes a
Yeah.
minute to get to where you're trying to go. And it's okay that it takes a minute. You just gotta, you gotta work. Sometimes some people, it looked like they just blew up overnight, but a lot of times trust me, they've been working on some stuff for a while, and something just popped up for them.
Yeah.
So hey, tell the people what you got coming up.
Whatever you
Nothing
need.
much.
Whatever you need. I don't want to say get in line, but hey, I'll fit you in, right? Like,
Good. So everybody in the Atlanta area, what other states do you handle as far as for mortgage loans?
I'm only licensed in North Carolina,
Okay.
but I will tell you this: if you need a loan in another state, hey, still hit me up.
Okay. Well, North Carolina, definitely hit her up, and any other states that's watching, hit her up. She can definitely get you the help. As far as me, I'm still out here selling real estate, still out here fighting fires, and still out here at the pediatric hospital helping with the kids. And then I also, like I said, I'm about to start trying to get back to working on this cartoon. I really want to do it. It's just like I said, it's a lot. it's a lot more work than I thought it was gonna be. But I'm gonna get back to it and try to get it on the ground, off the ground, and hopefully get at least 10 shows done and see where it goes from there.
Okay. Where's it gonna
Uh,
be at? Like, do you already have a platform that you want to put it on?
I'm literally just gonna do it on YouTube.
That's what I was gonna recommend. I just didn't know if there was another
Yeah,
place.
I know. I'm gonna literally just do it on YouTube.
Yeah. I tried to
I,
tell my brother to do that because he's so good with kids. Kids love him. You
yeah,
know?
and the cartoon is not. I wouldn't say it's for kids. It's more
Yeah.
of a adult based cartoon. But but the thing is that you know, YouTube is gonna be the way to go for me. The most I would do different is just like I started a Instagram page for Wealthy Thoughts, I would start an
Yeah.
Instagram page for it and put little clips of it on there. But I got to get things recorded. I got to get some more voice actors and see what we can do with that. And yeah, it's that's the process, just finding people. And even the parts that I was trying to act out myself, I realized like, yeah, I literally had about 5 or 10 minutes of a show done. And I looked back at it and it was like, yeah, nah, this looks like it don't look the way I want it to look. So just the animation was good because AI is great. So you can use AI for animation and all that type of stuff. But the voices and the way the scenes were coming together was almost like, hey, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. I was like, yeah, this is not natural. It's not flowing the way I want it to flow. So I gotta figure out a better way to record, a better way to do it, and put it all together. That's all. But that's the process of learning and going through that stuff. So I'm gonna get it together. Even if it ain't this year, it'll get out.
I was gonna say because like listening to you, I don't ever want to hear myself ever tell you I'm busy again because boy, you got me beat for real. For real. I can't even imagine trying to do that. Like I actually I want to do a little hobby that I kind of need to do tonight to wear, like because I really only had nothing to wear. And then I remember like these pants that I have bought. Course I gotta sew something. So I'm like, I've been wanting to have time to sew. And even though it ain't the same thing, it's like, yeah, I'm not about to hand stitch this. So get to break out my sewing machine real quick before I go somewhere tonight. Ain't that crazy, right?
And again, for anybody listening, if you know anybody or you have anybody or you have a Black business that you want to talk about on the show, and we discuss it with you and go over different things, see what your dream is, your vision is, we would love to promote you. Hit me up at Randy R. Graham on Instagram, or you can hit me up here on YouTube. And Sacha, you got anything else to say real quick?
If you're looking to purchase real estate in North Carolina or South Carolina, specifically around the Charlotte metro area, Fort Mill, South Carolina area, I'm your girl. And if you need a loan, let me know.
All right. We out. Wealthy Thoughts. We'll holler at you next time.
Bye.